At the end of this video, you will learn how to work in any Plotagon scene like a pro. All you need is your mobile device. The following are the content of this video. You have 1. The introduction part to the applications we are making use of. 2. We start with the importing of the videos. 3. The editing aspect. 4. The movement. 5. The rendering aspect. So once you learn the whole 5 content of this video, then you will learn how to work like a professional. So without further ado, let's dive into today's tutorial. Welcome back. This tutorial will make use of your mobile device only, and we are making use of 2 apps. The first one is Plotagon, that is the main application, and the editing software we'll be making use of is IbisMotion. Okay, so this IbisMotion is a paid a pro version app, all right, which simply means once you download it from Play Store, which is the appropriate place to download it from, you would be given the non-pro version, and you'll be given the non-pro version. Okay, so in order for you to have the pro version, what we'll do for you is we will subscribe for you. That means we will pay for you. In return, all you need to do is to like and subscribe to this channel, then join our WhatsApp group. Okay, that is if you can actually afford the IbisMotion. All right, so by doing so, we are not infringing the rights of the owners of IbisMotion. Okay, so we're not infringing their rights. We are paying on your behalf as well, so that you can enjoy their service. And this is not a paid promotional app for IbisMotion, not at all. All right, so now let's go straight into the video for today. So when immediately you open it, you see something like this. Then immediately all we need to do is just select on projects, that is if you already have a project before, or you could select the plus button. Excuse me. When you select the plus button, you have this, and from here you can rename your project. Okay, so I'll rename this as work. Okay, so we use 16:9. Then the resolution should be of this 1080p. Okay, with 30 frames per second. Please make sure the background is set to transparent. Okay, and select create project. All right, now when you select, after selecting the create project, this is what you see. You see something like this. All right, now it's more or less like your editing software you use, like KineMaster and InShot. Okay, and if you are the type that make use of system editing software as well, it's still the same knowledge. But for those of you that do not really have pro knowledge on how to go about it, do not worry. Along the way I would highlight 1 or 2 things for you guys. Okay, so you want to import the media, that is the video we want to use. All right, so select on this plus button, you select media. Now from here, these are the working scenes we make use of from Plotagon. Okay, in order for you to work, okay, for the character to work, you have to create an illusion. So we make sure the character is working in Plotagon first. Now I won't be able to use this because this is rendered in 4K resolution, very high. So that is the reason why. That is what I did, was I actually rendered that working scene from my PC. okay, in 4K resolution, so it was too high for it. But I'll use the one I used in the in that video you saw recent. So okay, so this is it. Now what I'll do is to switch off the reduce or turn off the voice. Okay, so for me now, if I should play it, it is the normal working scene we have in the background. Okay, I guess the volume is not turned off properly. Okay, so the normal working scene we have. Now there are some things you really need to understand there. One, make sure your character outfit is different from the background color. In the previous video where I created some working scenes, okay, there we make use of chroma key, okay, but in this stage chroma key won't be able to work anymore. Okay, now we have something more advanced than chroma key or chroma key, whatever you might call it. Sorry for the bad pronunciation if I pronounce it wrongly. Okay, now in order for you to have a very smooth and a fast working character, probably you're onto a project and you need about 5 to 6 characters to work at the same time in a particular scene, then you need to do it one after the other, then bring them to the editing software, okay, and do the same procedure. Please make sure that their outfits and the skin of the character is different from the background so that you can actually edit it faster without any delay. Okay, so like now what you can see here, the character, in order for me to zoom in, so click on this plus button in order for me to zoom in. Okay, then I can just try to drag it like this to see what I want to do. So let me zoom back as to 100, then take it up like this. Okay, now from here, let's take it back. So let's start working on this. Let's remove all this background from it, so we have this character alone. Now we click on this click on the scene rather, or you click on this. Okay, then you select effects. So from the effects you select add effects. So when you select add effects, then to bring you to various options. Now if you are using it for the first time, you won't see all this here. Okay, these are what you will see. So what you need to do is to select on this one that says max or key. Okay, then I'll use these two options, chroma key and the advanced chroma key, so that you can see the difference. So let me select this first, chroma key. Okay, plus, and let me just go back there again, effects, and advanced chroma key. Okay, clicking on standard settings. Okay, so let me turn off this first. Now when we use chroma key previously, majorly it's to pick a particular color, just a single color. But here we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, including the character, 8, 9, about 9 colors, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so we have more than one color there. So if you tend to use chroma key, then you select chroma key, you select this option, you select the Pikachu. Oops, sorry. You select the Pikachu and you try to select somewhere. Okay, then come down here, try to tweak it. You notice you can tweak it down like this. Okay, then just note something now, tweak it down to this level. Okay, and when you play it, you have something like this. But if you notice something, you will notice that there's a lot of issue going on here, and we can actually tweak a lot on it. Okay, so this will only work on a particular color. All right, to work on a particular color. Okay, but this does not really give us a lot of workflow enough for us to get the work done on time. Okay, so that's why I don't really use this chroma key anymore. And here comes the game changer, the advanced chroma key. Okay, so in the advanced chroma key, it gives us a lot of options to work on. Okay, so from here, so we have about 4 colors we can use in the advanced chroma key. That means more or less like 4 chroma key added together, all right, to give us an advanced chroma key. So let's see what it does. So we'll start with the color 1. In this color 1, we have the exclude and the include. Okay, I'll explain as we go on. Okay, so exclude simply means you're excluding a part, removing a particular part, while including simply means you're trying to include a particular part. Okay, so with that logic, we can actually work with something. And here we have what we call the threshold. So the threshold works more or less work with the feather. Okay, with the feather, whereby the edges, okay, at which you want to pick a particular color. So let's put it in practice. So what I love to do is click on this. I start with the ground floor. Okay, so when I click on that ground floor, now you notice it picked that color. Probably you were trying to do something and did not pick it, just like this. Now you notice that you move the cursor somewhere and it's not picking the color again. All you need to do is just come here and just try to just select this, just push it down and push it up again to pick that area. Now you will see what the chroma key, advanced chroma key, has done here. It has selected a particular area for us. Okay, good. Now here we still need to tweak some settings. Okay, so you will notice after removing the color, we can still see the wall, but what we really need is to make sure that this place and this place look plain. All right, so that our image will be imported successfully. Now in order for us to achieve that, we need to increase the threshold. Okay, so you notice the more I increase the threshold, the more plainer it becomes. All right, so just like this. So you notice it is actually erasing some parts here, but do not be overwhelmed about it, because at times it might really cause a lot of issue. Now you notice it has really done a lot of work for me here, right? Okay, but do not be overwhelmed with it, because it might really affect your character. So we need to look at the character here. All right, so let's take close to the character. The character is looking nice. Okay, so we can reduce the feather. Okay, let me see. Okay, reduce the feather. All right, that means this edge is what I'm talking about. Okay, so now next, so probably you click on the object, I mean you mistakenly click out on somewhere and you can't see your advanced chroma key again. Thus select this, then it will bring out the effect again, or you select the scene itself, bring out the effect again, then you can go back to where you're coming from. So this is from color 1 we are still working on. All right, I think it looked nice. Okay, at least it does something nice for me. It has it has actually make the whole plane, the whole side straight, I mean plainer. Okay, For example, let's look at it. If I turn it on, turn it off rather, and turn it on, you can see the difference. Okay, so that is one. Then we can come down to color 2 now and pick. We notice this color is there. Okay, so just come there, drag this icon to that side. Okay, so you can actually use this to denote what you are doing. I mean, this color of this image here, you notice when I shift it to another one, it's changed color. Okay, so click on this, it will give you that color. Once it's 100%, that is the actual color. Then if it's not changing, just click on this one and reduce this, then take it back. Okay, so you notice there is a backline here, but you might want to leave that, and some cases you might not want to leave it. So let's see. This might not really be affected, but once we move further to a bigger one where we have a bigger bush like that. Okay, now like this one now. So let me zoom in. Okay, so you can see this portion here. You see this portion, and here comes the threshold to take place. So this color is more or less deeper than the one we selected. So in order to clear it off, we can increase the threshold. Okay, so by increasing the threshold, you notice it is actually what making that side also what transparent. So like I said, do not be overwhelmed with it. Okay, all right, so I think this is okay for now, at least. Okay, then we have the color 3, which we can also use. That means we can use it for this green aspect here. Okay, so select this on this picker tool, then direct it straight to that color. So it's not selecting it by itself, so just drag this down, and we have this again. So you will notice the whole scene is getting off. Okay, I mean the old background working scene is peeling off. All right, and you can still if we play it a little bit, we might see some works we need to do there. So we can increase the threshold. Okay, then lastly, let's look at this, which is the 4th color. Let's click on this. Now you notice there are some windows. You notice there are some windows at this junction here before. Okay, this junction, the windows here. So you need to try to exclude that as well. So take the icon to that region. Now this is the color, so select this, reduce this a little bit, and increase it back. Okay, now let's see what we've done so far. So there is one we could still work on. This is another one again we could still work on. Likewise this. Okay, there is other one at the back here, and this one, likewise this one. All right, now you will notice something. Sometimes when you are taking it back and front, it will look as if your phone is lagging. Okay, never mind. Okay, Now you notice this color we used for this fourth key is not really picking this one, so you need to just increase the threshold. Okay, so when you increase the threshold, you will notice it's removing that one away. Okay, so we can play it again, then go back again, then play it one more again. So do not worry the way you see the character is somehow lagging, is because it's actually trying to remove those color and also work. Okay, so that region is not there anymore. Now we need to do some fine tuning. Okay, some fine tuning, that is let's go back to, I think, the first one, if I'm not mistaken. That should be the first one. Okay, so let's see where we have this one is 1. Okay, let's see where we have something like, okay, like this region here, where you have these black or dark spots. Okay, so we can actually use chroma key here, because this color more or less look like this color here. Okay, so let's try to increase the threshold of the first one, because if you remember, it was the first one that was actually, okay, not really the first one this time around. Now, so let's see, increase the threshold of this one first, so you can see it's even, it's apps, okay, so it helps in playing that aspect away. So let's see, okay, so here we have one more at that region there. Okay, now we can do this. So like I said, when you are working with this, it might give you some lagging like this, but nevertheless, do not worry, that won't be the end result of your video. Okay, so we have something like this as well, so we can actually use a chroma key. Okay, that is, you can now add effects, or as well you can also select more of those colors. So select standard settings. So the chroma key now will also make use of it to pick just a single color. Okay, so just a single color like that. Now you notice once we do that, the eyeball is off. I don't know if you noticed that the eyeball is off, so we need to be very careful using the chroma key. Okay, so try to adjust so that, so you really need to play with the settings, okay, in order for you to get familiar with it. So what I did was, from here, let me turn off the chroma key. This is what you see. Okay, so what I always do is, once I make a settings like that, I turn on and turn off to see what was really hidden. Okay, oh yes, what was hidden. Okay, so I can know how to work on it. Now you notice, so let me try to zoom in again so that we can all have a better view. Okay, so if I turn it on, you notice an edge is removed from that side, and the eyeball, likewise the cheek. Okay, so I can still go in and try to see how to deal with it. Okay, so if I take it downward like this, it's not affecting anything. Take it upward. Okay, I think I'm lost on it as well now. Okay, is it on? Okay, all right, because it was actually turned off, so that's why when I was trying to do just move the color around, I was not having a better result. So moving towards this side, it will give me what I need. So if you notice, if you try to do like this, is removing this image again, and this is what I want. Okay, so taking it towards the side would eliminate that aspect, and if I take it upwards, still bringing down back, so try to take it downward like this. All right, now with this, so let's zoom back. Okay, then so let's see one more again. All right, now we've been able to achieve that. So we need to cut out this region where we have, so something like this. Okay, yeah, this is somewhere here. Then we need to trim out that region. So you can either select split. You notice this region here simply means you want to trim all this side, and that is not what we want. We want to trim all this side here. Okay, so select this. When you do that, then it has cut and trimmed the other side away. Okay, now we don't have a transparent background. So the background I used was also from Plotagon. All I did was a camera settings and camera tweaking, which you can see presently on the screen, and that is the way it was being done. No big deal, just trying to use some established points shots and try to get a better view. Okay, then after then I actually render it. Okay, and I have a picture of that also as here. So trying to scroll where it was saved. Okay, I guess this is it, or this rather. Okay, now you notice this is the image we have now. So since this is our main focus, and which is at the bottom, because this is it. Okay, so we need to bring it, turn this on back, we need to bring it up. That means bring this layer up. So when you bring the layer up, then you have this. Good. Now the next thing is you try to scale it. Okay, you try to scale it, because a character can never be as tall as the TV. Okay, so you have to be watchful and be mindful of how you go about your animations. Now this spot, now if I should just play this, you don't see the character just walking. Okay, so in a bit, the scene I'm also using as the end screen, so let me turn this off. So let me see where it's stopped. Okay, somewhere here. Okay, so the same thing clear that. Alright, now what I'll try to do is to just try to see if in a minute, please. I think I've deleted something. Okay, so what is a video? So it was rendered as a video, not an image. Now we can actually duplicate it. We need to duplicate it to have more space. So select this. After selecting the layer you want to duplicate, select this, select duplicate layer. Then from here we would so just move it to this region. Okay, and the same thing again. So let me just select copy layer including style, then duplicate layer. So select it again and drag. So I'll just do it for these three scenes. Let me see. So just to show you how I go about it. Alright, I think this is okay. Now from here, turn on the edited working background scene. So if you play this, what you see is the character just walking on a spot. Okay, it's just walking on a spot. Alright, and Plotagon, what they actually do is the character is not really walking. Okay, I mean it is the scene that is moving. Alright, what am I trying to say? Those scenes we just let me go back there. Let me turn it off. Those scenes we just turn off, we just removed, are the one that are moving, not really the character. Okay, so once you've removed those walking scenes from the character, then you need to either make a background scene that will be moving, or you make the character walk, or you make the character move. So those are the two major types of movements, alright, in the world of animation. Okay, is either you have something, one of the, is either the character or the background, one of them must be static. Okay, then the other one will be moving. Okay, so both of them cannot move at the same time. I hope you understand that. So let me turn this on back again. So you have to have a nice transparent background. So let's start with the movements. So from here you select on this move and transform. Okay, so we just want to just walk like this. Now here it really depends on you, what you want the character, where you want the character to move, or how fast or how slow do you want the character to move. So what I usually do is once I've positioned my character like this, okay, I want it to walk straight down here. So what I do is first set a keyframe. So once I set a keyframe, it should somewhere here. Okay, now the keyframe has been selected. So once you select the keyframe, it should show here that you've set the keyframe. So now for you to move the character, you move it with this direction. Oops, sorry. Again, so I've been moving it for a long time. Okay, now let me see. Alright, again, Now when you have it here like this, okay, so the keyframe has been selected, then move the character. So sorry about that. Okay, I'm trying to use this region to move it. Okay, and let me see. Oops. Let me remove this again. Now this is the position, right? So select this. A keyframe will be selected now. Now thus move the frame to where you want, probably the end of that background. Okay, so when you do that, then use this area to move the character. So by doing so, you see a black line. So that black line simply means that you are animating the character. You are transforming, transposing or transforming the character movement from one point, from this point to any point you prefer. So as what you could see I'm doing now. Alright, now I don't need to even click on that keyframe, it has keyframed it by itself. So for me, if you select back now and select play, okay, so that is that. Now if you try to render it, so let's just see we render it for that duration. Okay, so what I'll do is to, from here, I will just cut this other side away so that we can have a fast render. Then select on this button. So we use this, then select export. So it will tell you to hold on for a little while, and while it's loading, you will just see the magic now. Okay, so this is the preview now of what we've done so far. So if you play it, you can see the smooth transition. So then from there you can now save it to your respective folder. So guys, that is how to go about it, and there's still more from us, just in case you are to learn more about Plotagon and get more secrets on how to bring your Plotagon to life. Okay, then please give my video a thumbs up, drop your comment in the comment section below, and see you in the next video. Bye for now. Ciao ciao.